Hi, this is Sara Elizabeth with Life Out Loud Films, and today I want to address a question that I get a lot at panels and conferences, and it is, how do I pick the right distributor for my film? And it's a good question because, of course, the distributor that you choose is going to determine whether or not your film gets sold and seen, and those two things will impact whether or not your investors get their money back, which will in turn impact whether or not you can go on and continue to make films. So today I'd like to share 3 things with you that I would recommend that you do in finding the right distributor. The first one is narrow it down. There are literally hundreds, it can be extremely overwhelming, of sales agents and distributors to choose from. But if you really take a look at the genres specifically that the filmmakers or that the distributors are selling, really quickly you could start to narrow it down. I mean, there are literally dozens of distributors that just do horror films and thrillers. So if you have a family film, obviously you can immediately eliminate those films from the choices. And there are a lot of distributors specifically will focus on family-friendly content or horror films, action, foreign versus domestic. So really, once you start to look and dive into all of these distributors and what they specialize in, it'll narrow your list down naturally. Something else that you really should do is be honest with your film, what you have and its quality. Personally, whenever I look at distributors, I don't want to be the largest film in their catalog, meaning the only one that has named talent, and a different caliber of everything else, because I'm fearful that if that's the case, they might not have the reputation or the connections to really perform for our film. Then the same thing's true on the other side, is if all the other films in the catalog are at a completely different echelon than your film, then the fear would be, are they going to pay attention to your film and give it the time and the attention that it really needs? So I like to be kind of in that middle area of a catalog when I look at a distributor. So that's narrowing it down. The next thing that I would suggest is do your homework, do your due diligence. It's just like picking a college. Picking the right college, it's going to be the right college for everyone is completely different. And you want to make sure you pick the right one by doing your homework so that you can really set yourself up for success. So do your research. IFTA, the Independent Film and Television Association, is a great resource. Find out if the distributors have any arbitration against them. Check things out in the trades. I mean, if they're being sued for not collecting for funds owed to filmmakers, that's something that you want to know. Also, call producers that have worked with them. I love seeing sales agents that have repeat producers because obviously the producers are happy, so they're continuing to work together. But you can find producers of their films on IMDb. You can ask them for a list. I do always tell people though, check out IMDb and some filmmakers that might not be on the list that the distributor gave you, because let's face it, they're probably going to give you the people that had the best experience, are going to say the greatest things about them. And make sure that you're asking the hard questions this whole time. I mean, are they being transparent about their accounting? I have one distributor who's fabulous that I get copies of every contract that they sign, and I get an itemized list of all of their expenses every quarter. So does not leave much room for creative accounting on their part, and I routinely get a check every single quarter and on time. So make sure that you do your homework and your research to make sure that the distributor that you're interested in is really the right fit. And the other thing that I would recommend is choose your distributor based on relationship, not ego. A distributor is going to be your partner. You've worked so hard. This film is your baby, let's face it. I prefer to have a distributor that's going to be a partner, that's still going to let me be a part of the process, hear what I have to say, and I'm there as a resource for them as they market and sell the film. So I want someone who's not just going to take the film and run with it and I'm never going to hear from again. Also, it's someone that, I think it's important to remember that although you want to be a partner, if you did your research and you really pick someone that's a good fit for you, also make sure that you respect that this is what they do, they're a professional, and give them the space to do their job as well. So it is a balance. But there's a lot of companies out there that it's great to get their logo on your film because everybody will recognize it and it's a good stroke for the ego. But this might not be the best company when it comes to actually selling and collecting money. So just make sure that you're picking that distributor based on relationship, not just ego. So those are the 3 things that I would suggest that you do when you're picking a distributor, is narrow down your list, make sure that you do your homework, and then pick a distributor based on your relationship, not the ego. Well, I wish all of you the best of success in finding a distributor that is a good fit for you and for your film. We're at lifeoutloudfilms.com if you want to check out some more information. And of course, we're here to help you make your films a reality. So if we could be helpful by doing a one-on-one and helping you through this process, please feel free to reach out. So keep living life out loud, and thanks.